Thank you to the Rocketeers. Welcome back to Rosehill High School. For tonight's game, Rosehill Rockets versus the Augusta Orioles. We'll start with our starting lineups. Kyler Woodall will get the start at point guard tonight. Aiden Hauk with the start tonight. Xander Ford with the start tonight. Meyer McNall getting the start tonight. And for the Rockets, Nick Bentley. So, congratulations to girls varsity for the big win just a little bit ago, beating the varsity girls from Augusta. And now it'll fall on the boys. Can they get another win tonight for their program? The visiting Augusta Orioles. They are 6-7-1 on the year. Rosehill 7-8, had a very good winning record for a little while, and then just quite frankly faced some teams that were better than them. And so tonight, looking to get back on track. They've been in almost every game they've played. And then this Friday they'll play at El Dorado. So Augusta will play at El Dorado, and we are underway. So the Rockets have been in almost every game they've played. They have been outplayed a few times, but their schedule would indicate that they've played some really, really tough games. Kyler Woodall bringing the ball in. Last game they lost was against Mulvane last week, 52-46. Played very well against the Wildcats. And then they will play at Collegiate this Friday. And then at Winfield on Tuesday. No score to start this game. Augusta with a pass to the interior. It puts them up by 2. And here comes Kyler. On paper, the teams seem fairly evenly matched, so hopefully we'll have a good game tonight. We know the Rockets are going to be high-pressure defense a lot. They love to play a full-court type pressure. So far, Augusta's had no problem. Up 4-0 with just a minute and a half gone by in the game. Kyler, uncharacteristic turnover. Rosehill with a block. Coach McDaniel telling his team, move, move, get the ball down the court. Kyler drives, no good off the backboard. Augusta inbounds underneath their own basket. Augusta up by 6. To the basket's pretty easy. Coach McDaniel calling his play. Here comes Kyler. Rose Hill has not had any kind of a rhythm yet. Augusta kicks the ball. It'll be Rose Hill ball out of bounds. Xander, with a nifty little spin move, gets the ball in. Rose Hill in the full court pressure. And it's a pretty unrelenting full court pressure. Once they start, they don't take many breaks on possessions. Augusta drives with no problem whatsoever. Coach McDaniel wants a timeout. Eight to 2. Thank you, Bree Hotovy. That's why you're a favorite around here. Rockets down by 6. About 5 minutes left. Rockets have established very little as far as rhythm on offense. Defense are always fairly reliable. Xander drives for kind of an easy little 2. Augusta drives just short. Nick Bentley fought for it. I was a little surprised they didn't call a travel on him. And I actually thought he hit his head as well, but apparently not. Or he's just masking the symptoms. Good movement by Rose Hill. Xander went for a high shot and just didn't go in. He's been their only offense to this point. Zach's jacket is gone, if that gives you any idea what's going on. An alley-oop from Augusta. A beautiful play and no dunk on it at all. And Coach McDaniel's letting the ref know about something that's bothering him. Kyler is pickpocketed again. And he Meyer tries to foul to stop the shot. The basket's good. And absolutely not the start that the Rockets wanted for this game. Cash to Pink in the game. Free throw's good. Easton Myers in the game, drives, hits every part of the basket except the interior of the net. Aiden with the strong move, gets the bucket and fouled. He's going to go to the line. Excuse me for going silent for a little bit. Had some fans behind me that were not quiet with their colorful metaphors. So Rockets down 8-13, but seems like they've gained their composure. Xander for three, no good. Here comes Augusta. Cross-court pass. No good. Deep three for Augusta, no good. Rebound cash to Pinka. And Easton Meyer pushing the ball up. Easton for three. Squared up, but no good. And Augusta for three. 16-8 Augusta. Although the matchup has been much more even over the last couple of minutes, Rosehill came out to a very sluggish start defensively and offensively. Aiden with the drive, just short. No good. It looks like Zach wants to bring in Isaac if they can get to a dead ball. Xander gets fouled, and the bucket's good. And Xander knows how to draw that foul even while he's taking the layup and sinks it. Isaac's coming in for Nick. Less than a minute left. Xander's short on his free throw. Three for Augusta, no good. Drive. Good for two. Easton driving, gets two. Rockets down by 6. With 6 seconds left. No good on the three. And the ref is calling a foul underneath. And another ref is asking him, was the clock expired? Little confusion with the referees, what's going on. It's a moot point right now. Another dreaded cheer off. So as he with the forward falling stunt, that gives the edge for the dreaded cheer off to the Rockets. Congratulations, Rockets. You win another one. (12-18). Rockets really started rough. Not playing the defense that Coach McDaniel expects, and also some early turnovers. So they've ironed out some of those problems, and Xander's going to take a break. So in the lineup is going to be Kyler, Easton, Aiden, Isaac, and Cash. Easton for three. We squared up to it, just could not get it in. Augusta for three. No good on the two. A very frenetic pace. Augusta is not soaking much of that clock at all. Moving the ball around as quick as they can. Cash to Pinka with a three. And the senior pulls the Rockets to within three. Rockets with their fast defense, if there is a weakness in their full court defense, is when the other team gets the ball quickly to the basket. They don't always recover as quickly as Coach McDaniel would like them to. It'll be Augusta ball out of bounds. A three for Augusta, no good. Quickly to the interior, Easton is fouled. And he's going to go to the line. First one is good. That pulls the Rockets to within two. Pulls the Rockets to within one. And Augusta, who had started the game red hot, is gone utterly quiet, and their coach has called a timeout. And as they're coming off the floor, he just kind of looked at his players like he had no idea what was going on with their last inbounds play. Rockets down by one with only a minute and a half gone in the second quarter. Augusta's going to bring the ball up. And a steal by Aiden. And a reach in. I wasn't sure they were going to call it, if they're just going to say it was out of bounds, but oh, be careful. The student section has started the "you can't do that" chant. Don't get them riled up. Kyler's going to take out the ball. underneath the basket. Got Kyler, Aiden, Cash, Isaac, and Easton. Easton with the three. It's good. And the Rockets have a lead. And it looked at the beginning of the game, the Rockets were just playing flat, but Coach McDaniel and his staff has done something to get the attention of the players. And we have a tie game at 20. Kyler goes for the European step, and they block it. Here's Augusta. The Rose Hill coach is trying to get the attention of something they're seeing in their players that they are not happy with. Brayson Moore comes into the game. Aiden's going to take a break. Meyer McNall comes in. Kyler is going to have a seat. Isaac Hill will take a seat. And Xander Ford is back in the game. Easton Meyer is still in there. Coach is rewarding the spark plug he brought. Brayson stole it and tried to send it down the court behind the back, and it just didn't get there. Here comes Easton Meyer. Wisely pulls up. Brayson drives and gets fouled. And I don't have any idea how that ball went in the basket, but it did. Brayson gives the Rockets a 3-point lead. Pull up two for Augusta. Xander with a deep three. Brayson with the three. No good. Rockets still up by one, about halfway through the second quarter. Ball hit the shot clock, and the refs didn't see it. Fortunately, possession stayed with Rose Hill, or got back to Rose Hill. Xander into Nick. Nick gets blocked. And we're getting back into a little bit of the sloppy play that haunted them for the first half of the first quarter. .20 seconds on the shot clock. 3.5 minutes left in the quarter. And they're going to call a foul in the process of shooting. Okay. First shot's good. We have a tie game. Easton Meyer taking a seat. I believe we're close to our starting lineup, with the exception of Brayson in. Brayson's in. Kyler's the only difference. The starting lineup. Shot from Brayson, no good. Rebound Augusta. And I'll tell you what, Augusta has really got mastered the extra pass on the interior. Whoever's driving is already determined to pass the ball. And so as soon as the defender comes up to greet him, he's ready to pass it behind. And they have burned Rose Hill several times on that. So just under 3 minutes to go. Rose Hill has 2 team fouls. Augusta has 3. And Rose Hill's down by 3. All right. We'll see what voodoo Zach pulled on his team here. We'll have Brayson, Xander, Meyer, Bentley, and Aiden's back in. Rockets down by 3. Brayson with nowhere to go. 8 on the shot clock. Aiden's got it. Is driving. Gets it to Meyer, and they're going to say Meyer traveled. As soon as they started making the call, Meyer stared down to his feet like, I don't think I did, but. Meyer makes up for the travel with great defense. Was spying the whole time on the full court press. And Brayson gets pickpocketed and reaches in for what may have been an unnecessary foul at that moment. Rockets down by 3, 2:11 left. A drive by Augusta, no good. Out for a 3. It was a good outlet, but no good. Here comes Aiden. Easton Meyer welcomes himself back into the game with the 3. But Augusta comes into the interior and gets a pretty easy shot. Rockets down by 2 with 1.5 minutes left. Xander with 3, no good. Cash went for the rebound, didn't get it, and then persisted to try to steal the ball and got called for the foul. 14 fouls on the Rockets so far. Next foul, and Augusta's going to be in the bonus. Alley-oop by Augusta. And they've got that play that's twice now. that they've done the alley-oop on the back door and has not been defended at all. In fairness, I haven't seen the alley-oop like that against the Rockets this year, so it's not like they scouted it and knew it was coming. Another two by Augusta, and the Rockets are down by 6. Shot clock is off. Rockets playing for the last shot. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Xander's got it. Drives. And they're going to call an offensive foul on Xander. Probably a good call. Xander was clearly determined to go to the hoop at all costs. Offensive foul. That's going to put them in the bonus, but not a shooting foul. Xander's going to sit down. That's his second foul. No sense in getting a third. Down by 6. And another foul called on Rose Hill. In the process of shooting with about a second left to go in the game. Don't know that I saw that much contact. Basket's good. And Augusta's up by 8. Well, the boys they'd gotten a lead, and then a little bit of the sloppiness took over again. Deep shot by Easton, no good. And that's going to make the Rockets down by 8 going into halftime. Have not played a bad game, but they've just had moments where defensively, what is usually a strength for this team has become a little bit of a liability. Which brings us to a 15-minute half, and for halftime we will have the Rockets dance team. It's the Rockets dance team and the cheerleaders together. Great job, ladies. We will give you some time. Basketball teams, time for some Gatorade and orange slices, and we'll be back in just a few moments. for the second half of Rose Hill basketball versus the visiting Augusta Orioles. Took me a minute to pick the right bird. Rose Hill down by 8 going into the third quarter. They've had some good moments, but have struggled a little bit to maintain consistency. Two things. One, turning the ball over has become a little bit of a problem. Secondly, their back-end defense, especially when Augusta has pulled 2 alley-oops now on the backside. So we'll see what the Rockets do to defend that. Augusta ball to start the quarter. Xander with quick hands and feet gets the ball. Rockets ball. So let's see what Kyler does here. On the court is Kyler, Nick, Xander, Myron McNall, and Aiden. And the Rockets turn it back over, and now they're down by 10. Rockets struggling early on in this half with holding on to the ball. Good pass to Aiden. No good, too strong. A bucket and a foul. And Augusta immediately is up by 12 with a chance to go up by 13. And this is the type of play that hurt Rose Hill in the very first quarter and got them behind very quickly. No good on the basket. Rebound by Nick Bentley. Kyler drives and gets a bucket. I'll say this, I think Rose Hill is best when Kyler is driving and getting those buckets, because when he is a slasher, he makes the defense very aware of his presence. Rose Hill fans wanting to travel. I don't know that his foot slid that far to merit a travel. Both of these teams hovering around 500 this year would like to come out of here with a win. Aiden gets the ball, puts it up, and it bounces off, and it's going to be Rose Hill ball into the basket. Just early observation, this just does not look like maybe the team that we saw before the 2-week hiatus from home. Kyler gets it into Nick, but he is smothered with the ball. Out of bounds on Augusta. We'll see what Kyler can do here. Inbounds it to Xander. Cash to Pinkazan, takes another three, does not get it. And Augusta drives and gets a layup. They're up by 12 again. Another turnover for the Rockets. And a 22-car pileup in the middle of the gym. And a foul's called on the Rockets. Calls on Xander. That's going to be his third foul. And that is now 2 team fouls on the Rockets. Turnovers are fairly uncharacteristic of this team this year, given their frenetic rate of pace. I mean, they turn the ball over. Augusta calls a timeout. I think he was afraid he was about to get called for 5 seconds. Okay, Augusta's going to get the ball here on the near side. They're up by 12. And they get a basket. Augusta up by 14. Which seems a lot bigger when your team is struggling with turnovers. Isaac Hill and Easton Meyer both in the game now for the Rockets. Easton for 3, no good. He was a pretty good scorer in the second and the first half, so. Drive by Augusta, no good. Rebound and a put up. Foul's going to be on Cash. Rose Hill has 3 team fouls now with 4.5 minutes left. No team fouls on Augusta. First bucket's good. Second bucket's good, and Rose Hill now down by 16. At one point in the second quarter, Rose Hill had a lead, and then they started just turning the ball over again. Isaac Hill drives, dishes to Cash, and Isaac may have been better off if he just shot it, but it's going to be Alpha Augusta. And Coach McDaniel is signaling for his team, move the ball down to the basket. That'll be a foul on Augusta, so inbounds for Rose Hill underneath their basket, down by 16. Really need to come away with some points here. Nick lays it in. And Rose Hill's back at the full court press. Turnover on Augusta. So Rose Hill down by 14 with the ball. A chance to cut this lead to either 12 or 11. But they don't have to shoot a 3, and they really have not been that effective at the 3 tonight. But when you're down by that much, a player is thinking to themselves, I got to shoot a 3. And they're going to call a foul on Augusta with it's a body foul. So Easton over to Isaac. Back to Easton for 3. No good. Good strip. And Rosehill gets the ball again. Good defensive series there. Aiden's coming in for Nick. And Rosehill looking for an offensive spark from somebody. They're getting a couple baskets here and there, but I think they're just waiting for somebody to kind of take over the game. Xander Ford many times is their go-to guy with the three, and he is out right now with 3 fouls. The last thing Coach McDaniel wants him to do is play with 4 fouls going into the fourth quarter. Isaac Hill with the scoop up and does not go in. And buckets that typically fall for the Rockets are not going in tonight. Augusta with a pull-up 2. Isaac's got the ball. Kyler's holding that ball a little bit too long. I think he was about a second away from getting, well, half a second away from getting called for 5 seconds. A turnover for Augusta, so really some sloppy play for both teams. It is Happy Gilmore night here, so, Adam Sandler night, but there are some characters that are missing. I don't see any Water Boys down there. It's mostly Happy Gilmore and Billy Madison. Which, whatever. Kyler drives, but he puts the ball up right underneath the bucket. And a 2 for Augusta, plus they call a timeout. And just like that, Rosehill's down by 16. And I think if you're going to look at the game, you're going to say, why? They're pretty well matched as far as height and speed, but they're turning the ball over in waves and just not making baskets. The good news is our cheerleaders will remain undefeated in the dreaded cheer-off. So it's going to be Rosehill ball after the made bucket for Augusta. Minute 46 left to go in this quarter. Both teams with 3 team fouls. And I got to believe the message for Rosehill from Coach McDaniel was please protect the ball and have good possessions. Brayson with the 3. Not a bad shot, just not going in tonight for anybody. On the court is Aiden Easton. Brayson. Nick Bentley and Isaac Hill. They called a foul on Easton, but I think he feels like he got pushed. That's 14 fouls on Rosehill. And Augusta's going to inbounds. Attempted three for Augusta, no good. Rebound by Augusta. Shot, no good. Rebound, another rebound by Augusta. And another rebound by Augusta. And Brayson was going for the Hail Mary. And fortunately, the Rockets got fouled in the process. Both teams sitting at 14 fouls in the third quarter. So next foul, and either team gets to go to the line. Rockets down by 15 with 40 seconds left in the third quarter. Shot clock, about 5 seconds differential between the shot clock and game clock. Steal by the Rockets. Bentley to Ford to Bentley. And what they've desperately needed is some good passing and a basket, and they get it. 15 seconds left. Ball is all over the place. 10 seconds left. Brayson to Xander. Xander gets blocked. And that'll end the third quarter. Rockets pull it to within 13. So going into the fourth quarter, the Rockets are down by 13. And they need something to go their way here in the first part of the fourth quarter. It'll be Rocket ball to start the fourth quarter. Brayson's going to start at point guard. Xander, Isaac, Easton, and Nick, and that's not what they needed at all. Looks like Nick may have got his hand on it as a block. And a bucket by Augusta. Rockets down by 15. Ball's passed away, and Xander's going to get his fourth foul. Just a bad combination of things altogether right there. Aiden's going to come in for Xander. Showing some frustration. Quite a few of the team are they trying to find a secret sauce that's going to fix this tonight. There's a steal by Aiden. And a foul by Augusta. Rockets down by 15 with 7 minutes left. Aiden drives. Bucket and a foul. That's a start. Down by 13. Every point's going to help here. Free throw's good. Rockets down by 12. Really need to cut it to 10 to make this feel doable. Drive by Augusta, no good. Bracing on ahead to Easton. Rockets down by 10. Shot by Augusta is good. Isaac Hill for three, no good. Aiden with the rebound. And Aiden saw Isaac and tried to dish it to him, but it was kind of a mix of a bounce pass and chest pass, and he just couldn't get it. And the Rockets leave Augusta wide open for an easy two. They're down by 14 again. Fouls called on Augusta as Aiden was trying to drive. That's 3 team fouls. Isaac putting one up and he gets fouled in the process. Put the ball on the ground. He probably would have been better off just to go straight up with it, but he draws a foul. Augusta's sitting on 14 fouls now. The next one in Rosehill will be in the bonus. Isaac makes the first one. Second one, no good. A combination of everything. The Rockets did not need to happen. So a foul is called on Rosehill in the process of shooting. Augusta, and he made the basket. And then they called a technical foul on the Augusta player for extracurricular activity at the end of the play. And now they're trying to sort out the player who's supposed to shoot has fouled out of the game, so he's disqualified, and they have to let somebody else shoot in his stead. And then Rose Hill will get the technical foul shot. For those of you keeping score at home, don't bother. Free throw's no good. In the words of Christopher Lloyd in Star Trek 3, this is just the turn of events we were waiting for. And Aiden misses the first one. Yes, I made a Star Trek reference and a Christopher Lloyd reference at once. Be jealous. Aiden makes the second one. And unless I'm wrong, we will get possession. And now we're also in the bonus. So we got that going for us, which is pretty nice. And yes, that's a Caddyshack reference. You know, I don't think it's happened many times this year, but in many ways, I think Augusta is maybe out fighting our guys on the rebounds. Does not happen often. Don't know why it's happening tonight. But they've had multiple second and third chances, which has been unusual this year. And now Augusta's draining the clock. 5 seconds. Deep three, no good. They nearly got a rebound again. Isaac Hill grabs it. Rose Hill down by 14. They got to get some points, and they got it. And Easton Meyer has been a good scoring threat for the Rockets tonight. Referee in not a great position for those boys to play on the side. Foul on the Rockets. Shot by Augusta. Now, in truth, Augusta's shooting has gone pretty cold, too. Nick Bentley powers the ball in. And Kyler knocks the ball out of bounds, so maybe this is what they needed tonight. Down by 10, 4 minutes left. Almost a turnover. Rockets get it. Aiden goes for the shot, and he's fouled. So Rockets are setting themselves up for a comeback. They're going to have these. So everybody be quiet at home and don't screw it up. First one's good. Aiden makes the second one. And if it's one of those nights where Aiden takes over, there's nothing wrong with that either. Rockets putting the pressure defense on. And for the first time tonight, Augusta looks a little frazzled. Deep three, no good. Rebound off Augusta. Rockets down by 8. Nick drove and just did not have a good handle on the ball. And a foul on Kyler. And Zach's talking to Nick, and I know he's been grabbing players and trying to give him some counsel how to play through this. First free throw's good. Orioles back up by 9. No good on the second one. And Aiden's asking, what do I have to do to get a foul called on the guy defending me? He was all over Aiden's back. But they're calling the ball out of bounds on Aiden. So Orioles will inbounds. Deflected off. Rockets down by 9. Kyler trying to draw a foul, but I think he made the good choice, so go ahead and get the bucket. Rockets down by 7 with right at 3 minutes left. Excuse me, our camera locked up. Okay, so the Oriole cheerleaders are going with signs. Rockets are going with the cheers. Rockets win it. Still undefeated at home. Your Rose Hill Rocket cheerleaders. So Rockets are at 4 team fouls. They're already in the bonus because Augusta's at 5 team fouls. So next foul for either team, somebody's going to the line. We're going to be here a little while tonight. Give it up for the band. All right, let's see what happens. I know coaching, you would tell your team from Augusta, probably drain the clock, but it makes more sense for them to be aggressive because that's when Rose Hill struggled with them when they've been super aggressive. Kyler bringing it up off to Nick. To Isaac Hill. Isaac misses. Aiden's got the ball and is mugged, and that's going to put him on the line. Aiden makes it. And Xander's in for the last 2.5 minutes. He's going to play with 4 fouls. No good on the second one. Rose Hill down by 8. And Augusta cannot handle the wild pass. And Rose Hill gives it away. Been a tough night for that tonight. First free throw's good. Second one, no good. And Aiden cannot get it in there. Rose Hill down by 9 with 2 minutes left, and another foul's called. Both teams are well into bonus right now. Timeout's called. Rose Hill down by 9 with under 2 minutes left. Both teams in bonus. On the court now for the Rockets, Xander, Kyler, Isaac, Nick, and Easton. 10 seconds on the shot clock for Augusta. We go for a 3, no good. Put back is good. And a 3 for Easton's no good. And the Rockets may have put themselves in a position that they cannot climb out of. Feed to the middle, down underneath is good, no good on the shot. And here comes Xander for the 3. He's good. They're down by 8. They don't really have much choice. They need to foul here. Good block by Bentley. But there's still 28 seconds left on the shot clock. And they're down by 8. So I suspect coach is going to be telling them, hack-a-shack. Try to stop the clock. Augusta up by 8. What will probably be the last dreaded cheer off of the night. And I got to give it to the Rockets again. Undefeated. Undefeated at home this year. So, Rockets down by 8, 42.1 seconds left in the game. Orioles have 28 seconds left on the shot clock. I suspect the coach said drain the clock unless you have an easy bucket. And the Rockets are not fouling. They're trying to. That'll be 4 on Kyler. Kyler and Xander both have 4. What has been a frustrating night for the Rockets. Bucket's good. 61-52. (62-52). Under 30 seconds left. Isaac Hill with a layup. Steal by the Rockets. Being very generous with the ball right now, but they've got to get the ball down by 6 with 12 seconds left. And that'll put Augusta on the line. And Rosehill just is going to have a lot of things go in their favor here in the next 10 seconds of play. That would be one of them. Okay, down by 7. And Zach's calling a timeout. So, 10 seconds left. Ball in by the Rockets. Xander with a deep 3. Bentley went to try to get the alley-oop follow-up out of it and could not. And that'll do it. And at the end of the day, it's Augusta 56. Augusta 63, Rockets 56. Not the best game the Rockets have had this year. Not the worst either. A lot of stuff for them to work on. They'll go into a couple games here in the next week or so and see what they can clean up. Thanks for watching tonight, and we'll see you next time.